to forget that life's a game, but shit, I did it too. No, we all to blame, but it's never been the same since I learned the rules, since I got the tools and I dropped the fools. I saw the snakes and fakes and the hate that they make, the pain that they take. I just pray they awake. We may play the same game, but we do by different rules. Got a few I choose to follow, but my motto is the truth. Through the movement, commandments, solutions to the madness. My motive is decoding life's laws like mathematics. Found the blueprint schematic, showed me flow is automatic. Spit romantic semantics and then get back at it. Gotta have it. That's the first thing I found out. Why drop the clowns out?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at No Bobs Allowed. We are not playing around. Today we have a special drop-in that is making it very clear that he's in the building.
Sorry, am I not supposed to come in?
Oh, I meant Tyler, actually. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yo.
I meant Tyler Mack, my main guest host that has been here since the beginning of time.
I'm sorry.
What's going on.
No, wait.
What's going on, people?
Wait a second. I'm here for an interview.
In as well. Well, that'll come later. We have our recurring special guest. Well, I don't know recurring, but he's been on the last couple episodes, and he's here again. We got Leo Rarov.
Good evening, everybody. How are you doing out there? I hope everybody's having just as great of a time as we are over here. There's a lot of passion in this room, a lot of things going on. It's like butter on my toast, baby.
Wait, this isn't for college credit?
Yes, it is.
Oh my, thank God I'm in the right building.
That's why it's online.
This is, okay, I'm here. I responded to a email about a podcast. You needed an engineer.
All correct. You're not doing a great job.
Wow,
Let's just cut straight to the chase.
I'm really fucking up this interview.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Whoo, I wore my best tux. I got it steam
That's your best
cleaned. My cat, I made sure my cat was not near it.
Yeah, because he's out in the fucking living room, dude.
And in this
Why
day
did
of
you bring your cat?
Bro.
in this day of Corona, I wore my best pajamas.
Wait, does he work with you as well? Wait, who is?
It depends.
What is going on here?
We're still deciding. Well, honestly, he's another contestant for the position that you might take.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like he's an engineer, that guy?
Yes.
I mean, he's wearing like a clown nose. He's got an afro. I mean, shit is wild.
Don't try to discredit the competition.
Okay, wow.
This is about you. Yeah, clearly.
This is some pretty heavy competition.
Bring in what you've prepared. This is...
Well, no, I mean, I came in and I wanted to get an interview because, like, you know, I've been living at my parents' house for, like, 8 years. You know, sorry that I got so personal right off the bat. Yeah, my interview prep didn't go very well, I'm realizing. My parents
Do you even know where you are right now?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Where are you?
I am in the Madtown slums. You know, mad respect. I mean, honestly, running a bang-up operation like you are.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Running a bang-up operation like you are in this decrepit area is really a testament to your
Mr.
organization.
Verona.
All right, boys.
Okay,
before we get any further, let's introduce our guest today.
No, I mean, Leo Rarov is our guest today.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Hello?
We're here.
Yeah. Come on in. We're recording.
Come on in.
Hurry up.
Yo, what's up? It's Jordan. What's up? Hey.
Took you fucking long enough. Are you gonna explain why you were late?
Do you have a chair for me?
No, dude. The fucking intern took your Hey, you're not an intern yet. Potential intern took your seat, dude. Just please move him aside. Grab him by the scruff of his neck. Move him. Yes.
I'm clearly in the wrong building. I'm actually just gonna leave. I this is amazing. This opportunity.
Jordan, dude, it took me so long to get you on the show. Please just stay.
Okay, I will. if you attest.
Thank God.
But this other guy, he's just gonna dip. I don't know who he is, but I'm gonna demand it as the talent.
Just a second. David, get this guy the fuck out of here. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank God that dude is gone. He was not funny, and his ability to convey information was subpar.
It's kind of like somebody else I know.
We had
Speaking
to-
of which, Jordan, how you doing today? I haven't seen you in a while. You've been holing out.
Holing out. Okay, you're right.
Am I wrong?
No, You're totally right.
Okay, so now that you finally arrived,
He's slinging guns right away.
Jordan Henry, one of my oldest friends, lived together for like 4 or 5 years down on State Street. I would say king of the party house would be Jordan Henry's character.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought so.
King of the party house. Okay, sorry, go
Am
on.
I wrong?
Can you list my credentials a little bit longer?
Ooh, I've been waiting for this. Let's see.
we got
Infamously lost a tooth on New Year's.
Oh my god, dude.
That's got to be number one.
He's dropping nuclear missiles on you guys right now. He's
Known
going in.
to run off in houses that are not his, and if he can't find a bathroom and has had enough vodka, just pick a corner. I mean, am I wrong? Stop me if I'm wrong.
Okay, you guys don't deserve this host right now because he's cherry-picked situations that are beyond comprehension.
Illuminate your correct character.
Yeah, like these are my deepest, darkest secrets.
I mean,
I wouldn't be shocked if he had a notebook ready and prepared, but I
just
see
wrote it
no
on my
notebook.
hand.
It's insidious.
But I mean, I would say this is the only thing you need to know about Jordan. He was infamous during our party days as that guy who hates his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
So that's really top 3. That's of all of the reasons why people respect you. That, in my opinion, are the top 3.
Okay, so I've listened to podcasts for 10 years of my life.
Yeah.
Minimum, right? Minimum. And I've never heard an introduction so scathing, so cutting right to the core.
This
honestly,
is No Bob's Allowed, dude. Apparently you didn't get the brand.
I was emailed a demo that I did not listen to. And I'm really regretting it. Not just for the value of the podcast, but honestly for myself, just to prepare emotionally. Right? Okay. So that's an introduction to me. I don't know the format of the show. I've come in unannounced. I'm mildly
dude, you brought that other
intoxicated.
fucking guy. Is he your driver? Like,
No,
why
dude,
did he get here?
Honestly, I saw him in the parking lot, and he was wearing that suit. And he just kept telling me, dude, I'm from MATC. This is my first job interview. I'm really fucking anxious about it. Like, what should I do? And I was like, dude.
You do realize that he only emailed you, right? He didn't email me. Like, I was trying to be nice, but he didn't contact the show.
Well,
he must have gotten the wrong link.
First
and
of all,
Well,
that dude, I've never met that dude in my life and never got an email from him. So not only did he not email you,
oh my God,
he didn't email me.
He said he knew you. When he walked in the door, I was like, hey, can I help you? You said, well, I'm here with Jordan.
To be clear, from what I learned from this crazy character who was wearing a suit, and he was a very insulting guy. Like, he kept pointing guys out and being like, why is he wearing that? Like, why does he look like a clown? Why does he have an afro? Why is his name Leo? All of these, references I didn't really understand at the time, but now they totally, they still don't make sense. So,
well, I don't know, man. I'm starting to have some doubts that maybe you have some background with this guy.
You know what? Okay. You really pegged me. This introduction, everything you've levied at me has been completely correct and cut to the core, and this is the very same.
Trying to get pegged. Hates his girlfriend. I mean, what more can be said?
And, recognizes and interacts with sketchy characters, in parking lots that are less adept than the average.
Well, I mean, I'll give you that one because we're some pretty sketchy characters.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Breaking balls, classic Avery.
So I met this guy.
And you forgot your mic, by the way.
I met this guy in a back alley arcade.
Oh, here it all comes out.
Now, there aren't many arcades in the world. And there is only one back alley arcade. Now, here's the thing. It's called an arcade, but it's not really an arcade. It's a front. And you'd think a front for drugs, but it's not. Back alley dice throwing, right? We're just out there. We got Yahtzee.
Who'd you come with? You went alone?
You don't bring guests to a back alley dice rolling
I don't know, man.
organization.
Sometimes I like to have somebody to have my back, like when somebody grabs your hands when you're trying to roll that last 7.
I mean, bro, I got someone to get my back, and it's called my left nut and my right gat.
Oh.
Mofo. Because that's how you got to be on the streets.
Henry, can you show us your gat?
That's a good question. Now, I brought it, but if I show it to you, you might get so intimidated that the podcast might just end, right? And I don't know if we can do that, but you know what? I'm going to take it out on the table. You guys ready? Okay, I want you guys to kind of just, meditate, be ready for this because it's scary.
I'm going to gather my thoughts. You're going to have to leave.
I'm sorry, I threw my out on the table. that is my second gat.
Nice
now
cover-up, dude.
Here's my other gat. I banged it on the table 3 times.
Jeez, quit doing shit like that. I'm gonna think that other dude's back. What
Oh,
the
bang, 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 bang. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't usually discharge my weapon. I was just really excited to be on this podcast.
So
Well,
sometimes that's just what you got to do. You got to, you walk into a new place, you're meeting new people, and sometimes you got to come in. You got to take your balls out and put them right on the table.
Okay, I'll be completely honest. I don't know the format of this show, but it is no Bobs allowed. And if I were to guess what a Bob would be, it would not be someone telling a generic story. So I will tell you a genuine story about someone with a gat. And I am the number 1 party dude. I am the number 1 party dude.
Man.
Proclaimed by Avery.
Lord
now,
of the Trap House.
Let's be completely honest, right? Like to really illuminate the description that he's given me. I am the number 1 party dude who lost his tooth on New Year's Eve. I don't really know if he really talked about that. And to be honest,
It's up to you.
I don't remember it, but there was a lot of blood, and it wasn't mine. Okay, we're gonna walk past.
Yeah,
that.
let's just back up from that one.
So I'm the number 1 party dude on this podcast so far. So in good party dude fashion, I will tell you a party dude story. Now, there was this guy. Now I forget his name. I don't know why. We went to a small town in Wisconsin, and we destroyed a town. That town was called La Crosse. Now,
Oh shit!
I won't tell you the date, and I won't tell you where, but
October 31st.
Shit.
Or wait, no, it was Oktoberfest.
It's Oktoberfest. And, when you go to La Crosse, the shithole of not just America, but probably the entire universe. I'm talking the Milky Way galaxy. I'm talking Andromeda. This is the shittiest shithole you've ever seen.
It just seeps through the cracks.
Now, it's so garbage.
Oh, also where my family's from, by the way.
See, I mean, that's... Oh,
So
no.
fuck you.
Oh, no. I almost said something derogatory and mean. But you know what? It's not that kind of podcast.
I went along with it. I said it seeps through the cracks. I'm just as guilty.
You haven't... I don't think you've seen La Crosse, bro.
The cross, dude. We just called the cross, man.
Yeah, bro.
Last time I was up on the cross.
I mean, sacrifices were made by going there.
You ain't wrong.
So I totally forgot what I was even going at, but we went to La Crosse to destroy it, and there was a man.
Oh,
there was
yeah,
a
this
man.
man.
There was a total random
Helpless man.
It was very similar to this man in the suit. He was a complete random. He didn't send it. He tried to send an email, but we never received it. But do you remember what this man's name was? Because I just did, but I want to see if you do.
No, I arrived late, if you remember. He was already passed out.
This man was named Eli. Do you remember Eli?
Oh, Eli!
Yeah, okay,
Different
Avery
guy. I
now
thought you were talking about the
remembers.
dude you K'd
No.
out.
Okay. Avery identified the lead that I just buried, but just forget it. That's a whole nother story.
What the fuck are you talking about?
For
Eli?
a whole nother
Eli
podcast.
was a sick man.
Okay, we're talking about gats and we're talking about parties.
Yeah.
Eli was a military man. And when I first met Eli, I was like, man, this guy is so fun. I'm so ready to blow up La Crosse with him. And guess what? We did. He was the best party dude that I've ever met.
Correct.
And honestly, there's a man that will not be named, and his name starts with H, and the last part of his name starts with
Nusco.
Esco.
Huh?
Let me just repeat that.
Nusco.
Huh. Esco. And I don't think anyone will recognize that name. But if they did, they
would know that it was a
understand
heinous man.
That yes, they would know.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
yes.
What did
And-
he do that entire weekend?
And for him to bring someone of that much immense value into my life was just so shocking that, honestly, if you understood, that would be the most shocking part of the story. But I digress. So Eli, a best friend, we destroyed La Crosse together. Honestly, we were in the trenches together. When he was in the military showing his gat off to the enemy, I felt a kinship to that in La Crosse when we were throwing darts at the penisi of the frati, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he was a fun dude.
Oh.
So I threw a party one night, and I invited Eli, on a lark.
Wait,
as
was
they
this
say.
was this in La Crosse?
See, Avery doesn't even remember this.
No,
this was not in La
dude.
Crosse.
Okay, my perspective, I forgot Eli was there.
At lacrosse?
Yeah, dude, I forgot he existed.
Okay, for the record.
I thought it
Eli-
was you, me, and Jay
Okay,
Balls.
for the record, Eli is sort of like one of those characters in a dream that is so bizarre that you cannot get him out of your brain. He becomes part of your subconscious, integrated with your reality for the rest of your life. That's the type of dude Eli is. Now, relate that with the level of experience Avery had on this trip, because he really had a doozy. And him and I had a doozy, and I don't... Okay, I'm going to see if I can brain connect with Avery right now. What is the craziest interaction that you and I had together at the time?
I would say the craziest interaction we've had ever is when I got home that night.
Okay, not ever, but like in lacrosse.
I'm saying that it's both. Both.
Okay.
That night when I got home, after I had been out, after you and Jay got back.
Are we talking about in Madison or lacrosse right now?
Lacrosse. I think this is the all-time craziest experience. Okay, maybe you don't remember.
I don't know what the hell.
I came
Are you
back.
talking about the K experience, or are you talking
Nope,
about some
this
other
is
stuff?
later. It was after.
Oh boy,
it
I was blacked out.
Yeah, dude, I was blacked out too.
Oh,
so
no.
it was after I left you
Buddy,
and Jay on the side of the road, laying in the grass.
Oh, I remember.
And
that.
I
That was
went-
a good time.
I know. And I went right by the church, and I went down, and I went downtown to the bar.
Wait. Right by the church. You know when we were blacked out
I
in the
remember.
shithole of the universe. You know,
Yeah.
by the church.
Yeah, right outside the church.
Yeah, just right outside the
Yeah, no
church.
big deal. Right along the side of the road.
You know, Jay Christ. You know his church.
Yo, Jay Christ, a main man.
We said some prayers and then we laid in the grass.
Yeah,
Shout-
so I
shout
went
outs to
downtown
Jay
the bars
Christ.
after that.
So Avery went out. Javery went out to the bars.
Solo. Key is this: I'm out all night, not with Jordan. Earlier that night, Jordan tried to pretend to be a big old badass and tried to show off to a couple of
For
girls.
the record, I'm blacked out. I don't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
let's get back to
at
this
this
You'll
story.
remember this. Jordan tried to make himself
Was
look
blacked
cool
out.
in front of a couple of girls, so
wanted
he
to be
put a
cool.
cigarette out on his left hand.
Oh, he knew what I was saying. But that was that after the fact? I thought that was
that was
on.
early. We were at the gas station.
Early on.
Yep,
Okay,
early
so-
on. So
and-
this is a callback.
So
I get home late at night, and
okay.
I walk in, and I just start yelling at Jordan, cursing. I don't know Russian at the
Wait.
time. so I'm probably just
Let's
saying,
back.
fuck.
Wait. You are burying the lead hard. Okay, so this is what I remember. Okay, and to add on to Avery's story. So when I asked Avery what is the most intense, party experience that I've ever had with Avery, was probably this. And here's the thing: the way that Avery and I work, we're not really having conversations of content. We're having conversations of psychology, right? When I'm looking at Avery, it doesn't matter what I say, but he can read my feelings of the environment, and I can feel his. And so in that moment, I felt Avery's, and to try to overcome Avery's overwhelming confidence in the shithole of America next to the two grossest women I had ever seen.
Hey, man, they were average.
I looked at Avery and I put out a cigarette on my hand. Now I still have that.
I bet you do.
I still have that scar. Oh my god, I still have that scar. I didn't.
What did I say
So-
earlier?
so
Jordan's
to-
prone to spilling.
If you could reiterate, were
Reiterate.
these women not worthy?
Okay,
What-
for,
what's
okay,
the,
for the
right.
okay, wait, for the record. Now here's here's the deal. Now this is a podcast of authenticity, right?
'Cause
Now wait. Hear me
Yeah,
out.
I'll backtrack later. Yeah.
So, as a podcast of authenticity, right, we have to take some risks in terms of how much we say about what we actually believe, right?
Here we go.
Now, when we ask a question of, are these women worthy of any of my attention, the answer is squarely no, right? The answer is squarely no. Now, but on a podcast, to anyone on the planet, no one that I know of every walk of life, this question didn't need to be asked. Now, do you know why? It's because I said we were in lacrosse.
They were like
Now, someone going to the College of Lacrosse,
they were like Hades. Those women.
they decided that their life wasn't worth living.
Yeah, neutral
So
lacrosse.
they
Hades.
went there. They went there. Now,
Yeah.
here's, I found the one woman that was simultaneously the worst woman there and simultaneously the only one capable of getting out unscathed, or rather more powerful, for better or worse. I think we can all agree with that. Sorry, where were we?
And then you proceeded to stare deeply into my soul as you put a cigarette out on your
exactly.
hand.
Now, it was an intimidation check.
And I
guess
didn't
what?
take that well.
He rolled a natural 20. He
That's
rolled a
good.
natural 20. Okay, so Avery, I don't know what he is quite, because he's not a nerd, because if he was, he would know what I just said.
Oh, that was at a D&D reference.
Oh, and now he gets it.
I didn't play D&D.
Natural 20 is a
Young
win.
Leo.
A natural 20 is a win no matter what. Now, I'm explaining that for everyone who already knows that, because if you're listening to this podcast, I swear to God, I know you know who Matt Mercer is, because his reach is way farther than ours at this point.
I take offense to that.
A famous D&D.
I
DM.
have honestly never in my life done anything nerdy whatsoever,
Oh, wow.
and I approve this message.
We are getting very honest on the podcast. This is technically considered a safe space, but
I wouldn't call it that.
it is safe insofar as everyone is holding a grenade and the pin is pulled and the grenade is in the mouth. And everyone's just doing one of those standoffs like, am I going to let this grenade drop?
Hey, yo, pass on that
staring at me.
pass on that revolver, yo.
Bang!
So, do you guys? Well, actually, just me and Avery probably remember Garrett back in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait. To be careful, I don't want to sidestep a story.
Yeah, let's make sure
Should we
tell
finish the story
Tyler-
and then
let's
go
just
back
hate
to
on
the-
Tyler and make sure that he doesn't feel comfortable. getting
Okay,
on mic.
Tyler, let it
All
go.
right. So back in middle school, we used to play D&D, and Garrett pissed the DM off so much that he quit the story
Direct
midway
message?
through.
Wait a second.
Alright.
I want to hear this.
No, Dungeon Master.
The DM quit his narrative that he probably constructed after,
Garrett
Oh,
was
yeah.
annoying.
a month or two of planning. Like,
like
DMs
you.
are pretty. Wait, I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear that. Sorry, Tyler, go on.
So yeah, he literally quit midway through because Garrett was going off script like so badly that
You know
he
what?
just got so fed up
If-
that he walked out.
If Avery would have introduced me as a man who pissed off a DM so much that the story was interrupted halfway through, that would have been too bad. That would have been like a crucifixion of me, and I would have probably left in defiance.
That's how I interpreted the intro that just occurred.
I would absolutely like to relate to that. It's this is one of the problems I literally have with people on daily basis. Is I'm the guy that likes the full story. I like the drama, I like the shock, I like the anger, I like the fear. I like the whole story. And a lot of these people just want to tell like a third of it, and as soon as they get just a little bit uncomfortable, they're like, "Oh no, I'm not about that. That's crossing into the territory of I'm not comfortable with it." And it's like, man, now you've become boring.
Well, okay. So I understand what you're saying, and I kind of agree that I think the podcasters and the content creators of America are straight up pussies. But unfortunately, the human society that we have now isn't really able to comprehend and maybe ingest, interpret, digest a full range of human emotional experience. Like if you people in our geographical location in America love to drink beer and get intoxicated. Right now, what we're going for is more similar to a wine, but actually completely less similar insofar as we're probably way on the other end of the curve, as in we're so far that it can't be understood. Like we're the grok of America. We're
Swish.
an anti. Oh, we're
That's
Swish.
swish.
Sorry. We're Swish as hell, first of all, but we're more than Swish, right? We are a atom that hasn't been discovered. There's an atom called. Sorry, not an atom. A element called Einsteinium. Now, first of all, to become an atom is just incredible. But we're more than Einsteinium, right? We're the hyperconscious. We're whatever the entirety of the universe is. Sorry, that was maybe quite a bit too far. But people of America aren't really palatable to that type of fragrance or taste or pleasure, unfortunately.
No, they're not. They're definitely not.
And to make something of that merit is not only potentially impossible if you care about having a follower base whatsoever, or so difficult that you drive yourself to straight up suicide. And I'm not even joking.
But that's kind of speaking of the majority, and unfortunately, me being an immigrant, that's kind of what I get to experience.
Oh no!
Not to put down, Americans. I am an American, but yeah, we know that a good majority of us is
Okay, but
not as aware.
Leo, let's be completely honest. If we're going to give people our special sauce is putting down America, because that's the
That's how
goddamn
I feel.
truth. Yeah, exactly. Which is unfortunate, but that's just what the podcast is now. If we want to be the non-Bobs.
Well, it's no Bob's allowed. Okay, so you missed on the first episode. We were talking politics briefly, and what I said was everything's bigger in America, so ought we not have the biggest Bob? So it's already been established concretely that we think America's full of fucking Bobs.
I mean, I think it was pretty obvious from the get-go, but yeah, I'm sure.
All right, can I steal your attention? What happened after you put that cigarette out? Because to me, that we walked over by the kind of big box truck.
So after I put that cigarette out in a show of defiance towards Avery to try to.
That's what it was?
No, I'm just being hyperbolic. The true answer was Avery was okay.
Why did you do it?
You know, honestly, it's crazy that my memory is good enough, but to remember this. But we were kind of in a mode of pushing each other.
Yeah.
Right. It was I would push him as hard as possible, and then he would push me back. Not physically. We're talking some mental stuff.
Well, no, I talked earlier on the show about how you and I used to fight, go outside in the back of Gabe's house and just punch each other.
Yeah. So I mean, it was.
It's physically too.
Yeah. It was in any human experience facet as possible. But honestly, the punch outs were, less impactful than the psychological punch outs.
Correct.
Right? I mean, those were just the tip of the iceberg. Now that's why I say we're the grok of the universe. When I tell you that it was pretty simple to punch Avery as hard as I could when we were at a dinner with two Swedish girls, just because Avery was feeling a little down. You see what I'm saying? That was just the normal. And to the random Bob, that would be astronomically outside of the realm of possibility. Now, just to utter that would be too far, but where we're at, we're probably 10 billion light years away from that.
But 100 success barriers passed.
Yeah, so I don't know, and that's one of those things where you through your life as a youth continue to communicate and continue to be let down by those who hear it, because it's not something that you can relate to with many people. They're like, oh my God, this cheeseburger was amazing. And I was like, oh, it was fantastic when my tooth came out.
But did you eat the napkin?
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was fantastic when my tooth came out and I bled over my best friend's girlfriend. When I possibly made out with her, I can't really tell. And then I had to pay $10,000 worth of fucking
possibly
dental fees, which I didn't give a single fuck about. Actually,
you're from Verona.
Those $10,000 I would have paid more for that experience. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And additionally, it revealed the true chaotic colors of the girlfriend I was with, which was just icing on the cake of the dark, twisted fantasy that was that one night that I don't even remember.
And I'd like to comment on the fact that we very much reveal, I guess straight males, about ourselves that based on the women that we date, we reveal very much about the person that we are.
And that's why I introduced you as such, Jordan, because you remember people came over to 623 State Street and they said, oh, that's Jordan, the guy who hates his girlfriend. It really says it all.
Just for my benefit, do you remember any of those people that I wouldn't have remembered that had said that? Or do you remember a specific person who said that?
It was multiple.
No, because I do remember, but can you tell me someone? Because just for my own contextual experience. If you can't remember, that's okay. I know,
we're talking
for
random
sure.
partygoers. No, not friends.
No, you're talking
not
randoms?
friends.
No,
I'm talking randoms.
Tell me
people
what
that
random
knew your
looked like.
Snapchat.
Fuck the name.
Snapchat.
Yeah. Okay, now I know what
probably
he's talking about.
3/4 of your height, brunette. She was like, oh, that's the guy who hates his girlfriend. That's Jordan Henry.
Okay, so Avery is now throwing a deep cut at me. So I used to be semi-popular on Snapchat as far as...
Semi-popular, dude.
Well,
you were running the shit, dude. You were working it, dude. You sat at engineering hall and got paid to write on Snapchat. I don't forget this shit because I didn't get money like that.
God damn.
So far as popularity locally is on Snapchat, that was just released at the time. So there weren't that many content creators. Well, actually, no one had.
It was OG.
No one had the vision that I. Well, no, yeah, no one had the vision. that I did. But
yeah.
Anyway, that was some other stuff. But there were people who would. Okay, so what would happen? Okay, so what would happen is. Okay, so here's the deal. When I was at one point, the parties weren't so much the fun of the experience of the party for me specifically. Half of the fun was to see how many people I could bring and how many randoms and just
And how far removed they were.
Well, sort of just like the absurdity of what a party is. Not necessarily, oh, let's have a get-together of friends. More of,
The whole city's invited.
let's see if I can invite someone so fucked up that something interesting happens.
#titty.
Which-
and Wilbo Baggins.
Yeah, but which also, interestingly, is a test of how crazy are my friends versus the community of Madison.
Yeah, let's bring a bunch of freaks in with some square dudes.
So one of my friends is level 10, and now we've brought in a level 15 after I've realized he's come in and stolen all my money and then drank all the alcohol. But I've won this battle because we spiked it with modafinil. So we're the real winners here. We're the real winners here.
Okay, I will attest to this because back when I used to live downtown,
Oh, yeah.
the main person I hit up was Avery and Jordan. And by the end of the night, the house was literally packed. And all of my
Crashed.
roommates were like, yo, you guys got to get, like, you guys
Like
have to
neighbors.
leave. And, like, we're like, hey, guys, you wanted this party.
Okay, so
You got this party.
So what's so funny about Tyler's statement right now is not only is it true, it's a drastic, absurd understatement. So first thing he said is, I live downtown and, I would go over to Avery's and Jordan and it would be poppin'. Now, what he really meant to say is Jordan and Avery threw 3 parties a week. I think we threw 1 party on Wednesday and then
Oh, yeah! It was Wednesdays, dude!
yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why Wednesday was the day, but we made it a habit of throwing parties on Wednesdays. And then we threw 2 parties on the weekend because, well, actually, to be completely honest, it was either 2 or 3. Well, no.
No, 2.
No, it was always 2. And I think the first one was on Friday and the second one was on Sunday. That's how I remember it.
Could be.
Or, no, I don't think we had back-to-back parties
But
ever.
sometimes you had like a Saturday daytime get-together where like people
It was
got
either
themselves
it
up
was
off
e-
the floor.
It was either we did 2 or we did 1. And if we did 2, it was Friday and Sunday. And if it was 1, it was probably Saturday or Sunday. It wasn't. Well, maybe it was. Sometimes it was any day.
I don't know.
Any of the 3. But anyway, sorry. The whole point of that is that we had a schedule of parties. People didn't ask.
People hit us up on Wednesdays like,
No,
can I come over?
This is what I'm trying to explain. People did not ask. People showed up with the expectation that a party would be happening on Wednesday.
The audacity.
No, but I mean, come on. I mean, like, we're students.
Oh, it had been established. No, they weren't wrong. That's the thing, Leo.
No, they
They
weren't
were not wrong. When they showed up and walked upstairs expecting a party, they were not disappointed.
No, I wasn't even that. Like, they'd be outside and you'd hear the. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant just the constant
Wow.
buzzer as people walked by.
I mean, that too.
Sounds like you guys had some wild times.
Correct.
See, yeah. I don't like it to be characterized as wild times. It was more as destructive habits.
Yeah, I mean, it was absurdity in action.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what
It was a brief stint of absurdism to the nth degree.
Yeah, it's like our apartment was a shrine to Albert Camus, and we treated it as such. I still have video of fucking fires in your room, Luke vaguely
Yeah.
shooting off fireworks in the goddamn house.
But that was part of you guys pushing each other.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry. Did you not get, Leo, that me and Jordan tend to push each other?
Okay. So we just covered a lot of topics all at the same time. and
No,
we-
not
wait,
until now.
Well, just wait a second. Well, just wait a second. And so, I have to piss myself.
Thank God.
Listeners and viewers of this podcast,
Oh my
with your
God.
eyes. Somehow you're hearing sound waves with your eyes. I have to take a leak, and I'm also gonna smoke a cigarette.
Whatever are we gonna do?
And so, in this time, while I am out and going to the bathroom, these fine fellows will serenade you with their sovereign voices.
Just when you're out there, make sure that fucking intern's gone, please. Make sure he's not hanging
Okay,
outside.
you called him
smoking.
David, but like he told me his name was Dino. I mean, he said he went to MATC. He said he was here for an interview, and he had been.
I was trying to be nice, dude. I
Yeah,
thought he was
and-
with you.
Just get Jeff out of here, too. Jeff is somewhere out there hanging out. I told that motherfucker half an hour it's been.
Wait, you're
no
telling me
more than
there's
that.
another guy out there? That's what the bangs are outside?
Jeff is not even a guy.
Dude, I have been shooting my gat through the wall.
Jeff
You're
was-
telling me there's another dude on the other end
Dude,
of that wall.
Jeff was like the backup. So,
Wait,
like,
Leo, do you know? Wait a minute. You're talking like you knew that these dudes were coming. Did they talk to you?
of course, man.
Oh, what? Okay, then Jordan, just make sure you don't let them in or anybody standing outside when you go
Yeah,
out to open the
get
door.
Jeff the fuck out of here,
If there's
man.
anybody standing outside, make sure.
Yeah, that's fucking Jeff.
We're not
No,
home.
get him.
No, don't do it. Oh.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Jordan, no.
Jeff, get the fuck out. You're not even a
Come on,
person. Get
Jordan,
the fuck
close the
out of
door.
here.
I'm okay.
No, Jordan, no.
Joe, close the door.
Close the door.
Yeah, get Jeff the fuck out of here.
Oh, thank God.
Jesus.
Well, this is our halftime program. Leonid Radov, what just happened here?
What we are all observing is the mass chaos that just simply happens when minds collide. This is the ultimate mind melt of the Friday evening. Totally just throwing shit at each other and seeing what kinds of shit is going to emerge. And it's been entertaining to me. I've been very entertained. How about you, gentlemen? What do you think, Tyler?
Well, yeah, it's interesting that you say a mind meld because many years back, at the beginning of our partying days, Jordan and I actually went through a full Vulcan mind meld. So we genuinely hear each other's thoughts, which is why when you hear us speaking, it really is just one conversation because we truly, however the Vulcans do it, like they connect their fingers together and then they can hear each other's thoughts. That is how it occurred. Well, I mean, with
as
LSD,
he
but,
previously mentioned, that it doesn't even need to. It doesn't matter what you say or how the grammar or the words, the sentences, just the way that you kind of look at each other and whatever you're saying at that time. It's kind of like when you're too drunk, like you don't communicate with words. You're more like you look at each other and you just know.
Do we want to get to a Bob of the Week real quick?
do you have one?
Let's get it in. Yeah.
I don't have one.
That'd be a good sample, Leo. Let's get it in.
Leo, do you have one?
Bob of the Week. All right, fine. Let's go ahead and go with the Hooters experience.
Oh.
All right, so I was out there yesterday, Thursday evening, and
Leo stays at Hooters.
it's like my second home. And I don't always have the best experience there. It just depends on the girls that were working. I was expecting to see Nicole. Nicole wasn't there. There was another blonde. I thought it was Ashley from Tuesday, and I kind of liked Ashley, but it wasn't Ashley. It was Lena, I think.
Ashley. Oh, wait, Leo.
Yeah, the other.
I saw you 2 days ago, and you've been back to Hooters already?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I was going there with the intention of seeing Nicole tonight because I was
Correct.
gonna be like.
Did you just say tonight?
Last night, yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, we waited to record the show because you wanted to take a nap. If you made it out to Hooters in that time, I would be livid.
No, not tonight. No. Thinking about going back there on Sunday, but yeah.
We still got some tonight.
Went to see Nicole and ended up hanging out with Lena, and I kind of say what's on my mind to the girls. I mean, for the last 6 months, I've pretty much self-sabotaged myself like thousands of times by talking to thousands of random people. I walked up to I don't know how many hundreds of women and just full self-sabotage myself. And a lot of those times,
Handed them a live bomb.
Yeah, exactly. And just seeing what pans out because I wanted to truly find out what is it that's going to make me more attractive to people and more interesting. And it's kind of like getting your mojo. I went through countless failures and self-sabotages, and now I'm beginning to grasp this small idea of a mojo where I'm so comfortable with going up to any random girl that I see that I like at a grocery store, wherever, and I just go up to them and I say what I want. I mean, say what's on my mind. Like, hey, I like the way you look, and would you like to go out? Could I show you the city maybe this weekend, something like that?
Willio, don't talk yourself up too much. Sometimes you'll walk up to them and say, I just don't like iceberg lettuce. I just prefer...
Oh, that's still, I mean, what I'm saying, that's still 95% of the time. That's still it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. 95%. But then there's those...
ma'am, are these radishes or beets?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And, what kind of salad do you like? So, absolutely. But I'm getting more comfortable to the point where I'm just now, after all this bad experience, just now beginning to even gain a small grasp on how to communicate with people to achieve the purpose that I want, and how to get them to go along or whatever, or reject me. It doesn't matter. But so back to Hooters. One of the girls that was training, Lena was training to work as a bartender this coming weekend, she walked up and she had this really confident look. And she had a mask on because of the corona, and I looked at her and I say, she, her head was lying forward, her eyes were painted on, and she looked very confident. So I say to her, hey, you have that very self-confident look. I bet you have a lot of self-confidence. And right away, this girl just breaks down in front of me. Like, she blushes, and I could see her body just literally, like, fall apart. And she's like, no, don't have a lot of self-confidence. And
Oh, she says that?
yeah, she says that. Like, completely breaks her. Like, all her posture, all that posturing that she was doing, she just collapses in front of Lena. And these guys to my left that are sitting at the bar, they just start laughing. And one of the guys I met, like, a week before, and I've talked to him and stuff, so, like, he knows that I'm foreign.
Was it the working class hero or a different guy?
Working class hero.
Really?
Different guy. Not.
Different guy?
Yeah, but still, there's pretty much most of the guys that are working class heroes at Hooters. They will walk in there like dirty as fuck after work, and pretty girls serving them drinks and food. Like, guys really don't want anything more than just a bit of eye candy. And as a lonely dude, you go out there, you just got some eye candy. That's it. These guys kind of start laughing. And I'm looking at them. It's all good. And then this girl goes back to the behind the bar to get checked out and whatnot. But later on, I say something to Lena, and I really forget what I said, but there's a guy that's sitting across the bar, and I'm just so relaxed because I'm in my environment. I'm in the moment. And he's sitting across from me at the bar. He's got his arms folded in front of him, and dude's got a beard, and he literally looks like a Bob. He looks like a Bob. And I think I might have said something awkward, but he goes on, like, to this girl. He hasn't said anything the whole time that I was there. It's probably been like a good half hour, 40 minutes. He hasn't spoken to her. He's just been kind of hanging out there having a beer on his phone. I briefly noticed him, and after I did something that caught his attention, and she happened to be walking over in his direction, he caught her, and he's like, looking at me and trying to probably talk shit about me.
Trying to bob you out, dude.
Trying to bob me out, yeah, because he finally caught as I'm sitting there saying whatever comes to my mind, because I know a lot of these Hooters girls. Like, some of us are good friends. We just have conversations. It's not like I'm there. Yeah, it's obviously I'm there to view them as eye candy, and I'm very straightforward about that fact. And it's like they expect that. And most of the guys there, they work them. They work these guys. They get the tips out of them. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. And I'm there to actually observe all these dudes because I'm surrounded by Bobs there who...
So on this particular instance, how was this guy a Bob?
Well, he was very, like, closed in terms of, like, he was kind of hiding on his phone. And I started staring at him halfway through the conversation. And as I was staring at this dude, like directly staring, as he was still talking to this girl, he started blushing. Like, his cheeks started going red. And he would, like, glance at me, like, briefly, but he'd do, like, those half a second or second glances where he'd just look like he was just caught. And then he would just, like, shift around in his chair uncomfortably as he's talking shit about me. And I'm leaning back in my chair, so relaxed, but my eyes are, like, burning a hole in his head. And that's probably my only Bob of the week.
How did the interaction end?
He went back to being a turtle again. He turtled. He went back into the shell.
And my question is this:
he got quiet.
Did he successfully bob you out?
No, the girl liked me very much, and I left her a nice tip. She was like, "Thank you so much."
Did you have any interaction with him?
No, I didn't.
But you made him feel uncomfortable for trying to make himself better by putting you down.
Yeah. Yeah, for trying to score some points, basically, with Lena.
Yeah, and you made it clear. Okay, this is my question, Leo. Did you bob out? Did you make it clear to him that that's not the correct behavior?
I think with that look,
Okay.
I made everything very clear. Oh man.
Okay, I want to get back to this, Jordan. How was your cigarette? Well, more importantly, did you run into those guys outside?
We got rid of Dino, the intern, pretty much immediately.
Yeah, that was not.
Did you get rid of Jeff? That's
He's probably still outside.
Jeff is literally
Dude,
the worst.
I hope to fuck Jeff is not there. I'm gonna have to kick him in the face. He's probably just out there curled up in some fucking corner. Man, I'm gonna have to fucking kick
Honestly,
this motherfucker.
I
He's
punched,
gonna think that I care about him.
I honestly punched him in the face. He fell down and like he crawled out of the apartment. So I think he's out. But
Still, Jeff sticks around.
honestly, I saw a dude like climb through the fucking grating in like the ceiling, like through the vents.
Oh, fuck.
It's kind of like
That's
rodents.
probably Earl.
Yeah, you should call like some.
Keeps doing that.
Should call someone about
That's
that.
that's the neighbor. Well,
You're telling me that screeching was Earl?
yeah, we should probably go deal with that. So I'm going to wrap it up for the night. I want to thank Jordan Henry, the one and only Jordan Henry.
Sound speeds.
Sound speeds.
As
all
a-
the way from there to here.
And as a special promotion, I would like to promote everybody here to surviving yet another episode of No Bob's Allowed.
It's not easy.
Yeah, ring that bell, punch that like button, and survive.
I think that growth has been accomplished between everybody that's been involved here, gentlemen. And I think that we're about to grow some more when we re-listen to this tomorrow. And I also would like to invite all of us to go up on the roof right now because it's out full moon
Oh, trap.
and it's nice and brisk.